It's day 2 on the Pennine Way, and yesterday was a toughie. It really was. I'm not quite back on the route yet, but all finished a little bit. Of an incident yesterday. A lady that passed me fell over, sprained her ankle badly. I don't know whether it's sprained or broken, so I had to help her down off the hill yesterday. Fortunately it wasn't too far down off the hill, it was quite close. In the end she was staying at the same campsite, so we luckily got a lift up, but for the last mile and a half or so. But I left at 5:45 yesterday, and even with the lift got in about 5:30 in the evening. Really hard day. More down to the terrain rather than the amount of climbing. Just the rocky path was an absolute killer. Anyway, today is quite a bit shorter, but apparently there's the same amount of climbing involved. So I've got an early start today. I'm stopping at a B&B in Diggle, which is a bit off route, so we'll see how that goes. Pack's heavy still, and there's going to be another scorcher, I think, so hopefully there's plenty of water going to be available. But anyway, that's the signpost for the Pennine Way. I shall see you a little bit later on. The hill in the distance there is where we came down yesterday. Walked right along that ridge, and just the big plateau of bleak low, and it was peat hags, bogs up there, stony path. That was hell yesterday, really. In contrast, this is gorgeous. We're going up all the time, but this track is just a joy to walk on for the moment. I don't know what it's going to be like further up, but yeah, it's nice just to get a easy trail at the moment. But this is going to be hot. I'm hoping there's a bit of wind as we get higher, because already I'm beginning to overheat. But I think we're going up underneath those cliffs there. It's a hot one already. Still climbing. Not far off getting the top of this plateau, which I shall be taking a good rest at the top there. But yeah, that's taken a lot of time. I've not covered much distance, but it's a steep bugger. It's a good excuse to turn back and have a look at the view. Yeah, hopefully this will level out a bit once I get over the brow of the hill here. I think that's most of the climbing done, he says optimistically. So I'll have a look at the map when I stop for a break. Just see exactly where we are. Well, made it to the top. And that climb felt never ending. What a view down the glen, or valley. Glen, not in Scotland now. We're heading this way, hopefully it'll be a bit more gentle. Let's just have a look over the top here. I think where we're heading for is somewhere just around that gap there. Still going up, but not as steep. Wow. Anyway, let's see if we can actually make some progress. This is a great little section along the top there. Really nice open sort of ridge walk. But biggest problem I'm finding is just not able to get into any sort of rhythm. Because there's all these little ups and downs over rocks and the path is quite rough. This isn't too bad here. But I just can't get any sort of rhythm to my walking. It's always broken. Hopefully that will change in the second part of the day. I think there's a lot on sort of access tracks for some reservoirs, so I should be able to settle into a pace. But yeah, this is fantastic. It's bloody hard, but fantastic. It's a barren landscape up here. On a steady haul up to Black Hill, and thankfully the path here is slabbed, so there's a clear track. But this must have been a nightmare back in the day, trying to wade through these bogs before it was slabbed. Not too far to the top, I think. I'm hoping this brow of the hill I should be able to see the top, but yeah, legs are feeling pretty heavy at the moment. Made it top of Black Hill. Yeah, this has been great so far, but boy, I am finding this hard. I think I'm enjoying it, so I'm going to have a good break here at the trig point, and then it's quite a steep descent. Again, apparently there's a butty wagon sits in the lay-by at the bottom of the hill, so hopefully my luck's in today. But this is just a bleak place. Here I think the golden plover just piping away. If they get alarmed, it sounds like a referee's whistle. But there's been some geese, I've seen hen harriers, grouse, bags of wildlife, but very sensibly, not much is moving in this heat, although there is a fair breeze. But anyway, I'm going to get to this trig and have a well-earned rest, get this beast off my back. Definitely worth all the effort. This certainly has the wow factor. I think even in the far distance there, you can see the monument at the other end of Standedge. I think that's what it is. I'd really need to have a look at the map, to be honest, to work it out, but what a place. We've got a bit of a steep drop. Just bumped into a guy doing John O'Groats to Land's End, so he's been walking for about 7 weeks, walking a bit lighter than I am at the moment, but been reliably informed there is no butty wagon in the lay-by, so I'll just have to push on. But what a landscape. Well, the butty wagon was open, thankfully, so rolling a cake. I've got this art installation. So we're on to Marston Moor now, and hopefully the going should be a bit easier for a while. I think we're on Bridle Way and sort of made tracks for quite a distance. Done maybe 6 miles or so, possibly pushing 7, but it's taken me 6 hours to do that with this lump on the back. So that's my big concern at the moment, is I am just not covering the distance that I need to, even with an early start. And I've got a long day tomorrow, about 17 miles, so this could be problematic. I think I'm not even averaging 1.5 miles an hour at the moment. So I usually bank on about 2. So we'll see how we get on. Around about 6 miles to go. I will perhaps see when I get to the road at Standedge how long it's going to be for a bus, because my accommodation's a couple of miles off route downhill in Diggle, but if I can avoid that, that would be a real bonus. But for the moment I need to get a shifty on. Catch you later. Easy trail, gently downhill on this track. I think it's going to be like this until we drop down to the reservoir there. It's a relief actually to be on this. So when we get down there, I have no idea. I'm just so blooming hot at the moment. The sun is beating down. I can feel it just bouncing straight back off the ground. Whenever I find a water source, I chuck my hat in it and get a bit of water over me, but it's sort of dry within about 10 minutes. But anyway, down there we go. Then I think unfortunately we got a bit of a climb, but cross that when I come to it. It's been a nice easy trail, but that there is the path, and there's really only one word I've got at the moment, and it ends in uck. Still, I'm going to have to do it. There's about 4 kilometres left or so. Here goes. This is a bit of a drag up. Took a break down by that farmhouse there. What seems like a mortal age ago. That's been a hard climb, and it's steady climbing now all the way. Up next to this stream. I'm absolutely bollocksed. Absolutely bollocksed. And I think maybe 2.5 miles to go. Something like 3 k's maybe. I shall be glad to see Standedge. Just about 1.5 kilometres to go up over that hill, that little lump in front of us. I've got to get to the other end of this reservoir first, but I'm running on empty right now. Yeah, and I've still got to get down into Diggle, which is about another 2 miles. All good fun. I can see the road. Parking should just be, or the, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. The bus stop should be just behind the hills here, but looking this way, and there's the bus. Been rough moorland walking all day, but nearly at the car park, and this is the view I've got just as I've come over the hill. I think I'm going to wait for the bus, however long that might be, and the way my luck's going at the moment, it'll come past just as I get to the stop. But wow, what a couple of days. That has been way harder than any other trail that I've done. It's really been tough. So today was quite a bit shorter, same amount of ascent as yesterday. Tomorrow I think there's 1,000 feet less ascent than there was today, so hopefully it will be a jot easier. But by heck, I am running on empty at the moment.